I feel like it.
What up, y'all? It's your temporary best friends.
What it do? What's up?
Hey, y'all, before we even get started, you guys already know what to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down there at the bottom. We are trying to give you the best content we have here. So go ahead and subscribe so you get updated whenever we drop something new. Make sure you also hit that like on Facebook if you're over at Facebook, and on Instagram, temporary best friends. What up?
What's up? What's going on, Andre? TBF.
Right, you hit me.
How was your week?
My first name. That threw me off a little bit.
My bad.
The week was up and down.
Yeah.
It was up and down because it was just like warm and then cold.
Oh.
And then it was just it just throws everything else off. You know what? You're right. We probably should have not.
I know. Definitely bipolar weather.
Right.
Yeah. Outside of that, did you have any fun this week?
Fun. I got to stand. I was at a track meet, and during the track meet, I got to watch the kids run.
Okay.
That's about it. I don't think there's anything fun. Oh, well, no, it didn't happen for me, but it happened for my daughter, Leilani. Okay. She was awarded President's Award, Superintendent. Oh. She was made a Superintendent Club. Oh, so awesome. They went up there and, they got an award for that. And then also she did for Black History Month Award. Oh. She only ended up coming fourth. But she was like,
wait a minute, don't only.
But here's the thing, right? She came for it, but she was like, Dad, I'm very proud of myself. Like I did the best I could. And I'm very proud of myself. So that was cool. That was I guess a pretty rewarding moment for me for this week.
That's good. I like that.
What about you?
I don't think I really did much of anything this week. I went to this restaurant. It is dope. Black owned, y'all. I think I said it on the last one too, huh? LLC's.
I don't know if you said that you went to LLC's, but I do know that you posted a video of it on our page, and people was like really excited about that.
Yeah, 100% my vibe right there. So live music, good food, good drinks, like really good vibe.
I wonder how
you gotta go, but you have to have reservations.
So yeah, that's you just
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You have to have reservations, and you probably don't want to reserve anything before 8 because the live band starts at 8.
Right, because you said it was like a 2-hour limit, right?
Right. So you gotta go. You gotta take your friend or something.
Just the way you said it. You can just said the word. Just the way you said it.
I don't even know what word to say.
Friend.
Oh, okay.
You can say that. I'm just saying you pause the word. You looking at that too. Yeah, he I don't know what he's doing. This week, y'all, let me tell you, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on right now that you guys don't get to see behind the scenes that we was just like, what is going on? But anyway, this week we got we're just gonna continue our home ownership series, and we have a good brother that's coming on, friend of mine, been a friend of mine for a really, really long time. And he's gonna just come and talk to us about real estate, adding real estate to your portfolio and different types of real estate partnerships. He's gonna come drop some knowledge for us about that, because we just want to keep providing everybody out there with the best information on homeowners. If you're already a homeowner or you're looking to become a new homeowner, right? That's what this month is all about. So when we come back, we're going to have James Walker of James Walker Realty. He's going to be dropping us some homeowner knowledge.
Hey.
7 seconds.
Hi, James.
What's
How you
up, James?
doing?
Oh,
Can y'all hear me?
yes.
Can
So
you hear?
we can hear you. Can you
Yeah.
hear?
Okay.
That sounded like a long delay.
I know it did. It was a pause there.
That's what's throwing me off right now because I'm like looking at his screen and it's very, very delayed.
Is it?
Yes. Say something right now, James.
Are y'all about ready to start?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
you told me to say something. I figured if I'm gonna say something, I wanted to, come on, we ain't gonna go there on the show today.
Just let you see. That's what I'm talking about. Long time knowing this dude. So go ahead, James. Just drop us. What's going on? What's going on?
Well, I guess today we are talking about real estate 101. Well, 101 is one of the topics that we're talking about. As I mentioned to Miss Jazzy, when I was sending over my agenda, I kind of wanted to touch on more than just home ownership, but other avenues that you can take with real estate. So, but we can start out with just the real estate 101, which is the basic, just traditionally buying a house and some of the things that you should do or start to do before you start the process. So one of the things you want to take a look at once you are getting ready to purchase a house, to me, one of the most important things is your finances. Of course, you can't purchase a house if you don't have or you're not able to qualify for a loan. So I would to say, just to anybody that say, hey, I want to look to purchase a house, start by first looking at your credit, I guess you can say, and then going to get your loan, because your loan will be able to let you know or determine how much house that you can afford. And it's a process that everybody has to go through. You will, of course, take a look at your credit, and I think now your credit score needs to be at least with some mortgage companies, you can be between a 620 and a 640. But if you don't know what your credit score is, there's quite a few different platforms out there that you can kind of look up, and then you can log on, and it'll allow you to monitor your credit scores. Or if you need to get with a credit repair individual, you can do that as well. If you're gonna be looking to buy, I would say for sure start your process 6 months in advance.
Mm.
Okay.
And the reason being is that, just kind of depending on, you know, where you at, personally, it may take you that long in order to be able to position yourself to purchase a house. So start by first, getting your credit right, getting your loan. And after you get your loan, you get your real estate agent. And that will be the person that'll help assist you in your transaction of purchasing a house. Or if you're going to be selling a house, they there to help you with that as well. But selling, you just don't go through all the steps as you would as buying, of course.
Got it.
So I know, like we have a lot of a lot of our listeners are they're entrepreneurs.
Uh-huh.
So they work for themselves, right? And I know that's a different process and slightly different process in the pre-workup to purchasing a home because you don't have the W-2 and everything. So can you talk to us a little bit about that as being an entrepreneur yourself?
Yeah. So uh, if you self-employed, typically depending on how long your business have been established, and like you said, how many tax returns you've done, and if you're not keeping track of it in regards to your profit and loss and balance sheet, it's going to be very difficult for you to purchase a house in your company's name. Now, if you're well established, that's one thing. Typically, even though you have your company can help assist you with your income, but
Right.
trying to purchase it in that particular name is just a little bit difficult because you have to show history of a profit and loss and balance sheet, a history of bank statements, um, just for them to feel comfortable. Then at the end of the day, depending on how long you've been in business, they still may use you as a personal guarantee for your business,
Right.
because if you don't have a Dunn's number, which is a Dun and Bradstreet number. If you don't have all these things in place, it's gonna be kind of hard to do that. And the reason saying did the same thing when I was getting ready to purchase my house. I was going to go the self-employed way because I just wanted to put the house in my company's name because I was eventually want to use it as a investment property. But because of all the red tape that it was involved with me showing a profit and loss and balance sheet, The company just wasn't making enough to be able to put it in my name. It was just a lot to go through, so it was just easy for me to use myself personally because I do pay myself through my company. I pay myself a pay stub every 2 weeks, just like a regular job. So I went that route and was able to be able to purchase a house. But yeah, I would say most definitely get with a CPA or a financial advisor if you go that way, and then that way you can you know
They
you
not
can
listening.
be able to
They
get
they not
financed. Yeah, yeah. So yeah.
All right. So how do we add real estate to our portfolio? When you say adding real estate in your portfolio, explain a little bit about what you mean by that, and then how we are going to do it.
So if you, it's just like adding stocks. Like if you play stocks, right?
Mhm.
Stocks is just another portfolio from your IRA.
Okay.
Same thing. I would say add real estate to your portfolio in a way of just if you buying land, you're not gonna buy land. Land is a form of real estate. If you're
Right.
gonna buy investment property, those are forms of real estate. I would suggest you adding that because it also adds value, just like stocks do. The price goes up. If you can think back, Dre used to be an investor. He bought a piece of property. I think you guys paid how much was it for it?
I don't even remember.
I
I
think it
think
was like $500, six
yeah,
hundred
like five
dollars.
or something.
Yeah. And then when they sold out, I think they made like $3,000, $4,000, and I think it was over a year's time. So
Right.
just like a stock that performs after a certain time, real estate does too. So just take for instance, if the property he purchased at $500, if he was to sell it today, the piece of land that he have could earn he could have sold it for about $50,000 today.
Oh wow.
Yeah. See, it's just the whole game.
Yeah.
So yeah, he held it. He bought at the right time, and he reaped from the benefits from the time that he did sell it. He still walked away, with a nice
Really nice.
return.
Mhm.
But the longer you hold your property, the typically the more you can make. Especially if we don't go through a crisis where the market crash or anything like that. So
Okay.
I would say always take our time to buy, even if it's just a rent house. There's different pieces of real estate you can purchase to be able to add to your portfolio.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
looking to do that. So yeah, man, if I had held that thing to today,
Why
Yeah.
didn't you?
I mean, I didn't know at the
Oh,
time. That's when it was just like real estate to me was just like, oh, like okay. Like I didn't understand the no, I didn't understand, but I wasn't something that I was more like understanding like I don't know.
Just really, he did. If he would have known because at the time, it's like buying stock again. You just don't know what the stock gonna do. Like
right.
Right.
now, we purchase stock. We buy a little bit because we don't want to, for one, afraid to put so much money in, and then we
Right.
lose that. So that's kind of the fear that we have also. But on the flip side of that, the more money you put in your stock, the more money you can make, and it's just a matter of holding it. So, but like I said, he still made three times what he put in, and I
Yeah,
think it was maybe over what a year's time was it? I don't know
yeah,
how long you
yeah,
guys.
it was probably about a year. Not even I don't
Yeah,
even yeah, it was probably about a year.
yeah. So to
Okay.
make three times your money in a year's time, I think it's pretty good, and that's just my standpoint
Where are
of
you
adding.
finding these pieces of land?
Well, typically, you as an individual probably wouldn't. You probably wouldn't even know where to start. What you
Right.
would probably want to do is start with a real estate agent, somebody that knows the market, somebody that knows how to find property for you. Until you get to the point where you've been working with the agent so much now, you know yourself how to go out and find property and be able to take advantage of it that way. So you want to get a real estate agent.
Okay.
Uh, that'll be your first step.
All right. All right. So talk to us a little bit about real estate partnerships. What are the different types of partnerships and
Oh man, and I'm just gonna touch bases of it. Should have been like a two-part series for real estate partnerships.
okay.
So real estate partnerships to me is like any other partnership. What you want to do is if you don't have the capital yourself, it's always good to partner with somebody where you don't have to spend all your capital
Right.
once you get ready to purchase a piece of land. And I use Dre as an example because he partnered with my brother, and they bought that piece of property. They went in half, but when they sold, of course, they split the profit in half as well. A lot of my businesses now that I have in real estate, I probably am a partner or working with investors. Me and another partner just recently, beginning of this year, purchased a building which will be our office, and another partner of mine, we're co-owners of Alpha Family Group where we build new construction. But when you pick a partner, it just really helps with the liability, everything, where it's not all falling back just on you.
Right.
Yeah, you got to share your profit, but you putting half in, so you're getting really out what you put in at the end of the day anyway. So I would say always, it's to each his own. Some people work better solo, and then also you have some people that are not afraid to partner. And then when you partner, it's just not saying, hey, let me pick somebody and we start doing business together. I would strongly suggest you drop legal company through a CPA. I mean, you can go through a CPA or an attorney to drop a company that's 50-50 with you and the other guy or other lady, and where you guys are sharing the all of sharing the responsibility together.
Okay.
And one thing you want to do in a partnership in real estate is make sure that you have your operating agreement in line. And your operating agreement actually details how your business is ran. So,
Right.
say for instance, if you and your partner went and purchased a piece of real estate, when it's time for you to close at the title company, if you didn't notate in your marketing agreement that you can purchase or sell a property without your partner's signature, then you won't be able to do anything with that property. So when
Okay.
you're forming partnerships, make sure that you're sitting down and discussing this with your attorney so you know your do's and don'ts. The one thing also I found out in my partnership, I had to get a life insurance policy.
Hmm.
So in the event that I die, or in the event my partner dies, my life insurance partner policy or hers will be able to buy the other partner out. Because if you go partnerships and say your company now is worth $500,000 and something happened to one of y'all, uh, you got husbands and you got wives, you got kids and things of that nature. So you need to kind of establish in your corporation documentation who gets what. So if you die, your partner is able to buy you out whatever your company is worth, and then those funds will go towards to your to the people that you left behind.
Right.
Because if not, say if something happens to you, Dre, then your significant other can step in into the place with your current partner, and who's to say that they will be good partners? And so you want to make sure that you stipulate all this information in your operating agreement.
Good to know. Good to
Yeah.
know. Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, partnerships are good, but you just got to make sure you have your documentation in order when you're doing that. So I mean, that's from when you open up the bank account. Make sure that both parties got the authority to sign off at the bank when you withdrawing money. And if one person got to come in and sign off, you may want to say, well, you can only get so much money without the other person's authorization. So that just kind of helps protect everybody as well, because you don't want your partner to get mad at you, go to the bank, draw out everything.
Oh.
But if you have it set where, say, you got $100,000 in there, but if a person come by themselves, that person is only allowed to take out more than, say, $2,000 without the authority of the other guy or the
Right.
other lady giving you that authority. So you want to make sure all those stops are in place. But I encourage partnerships because they helps out on the capital part, because it allows you to stay liquid with your cash and not have to spend it all up front.
Okay.
That makes sense. You have to have a level of trust there too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Most
Yeah.
people that you go into partnerships with is probably somebody that you already kind of know or
Yeah.
known, or something. It's just not gonna be like a random individual.
Right.
You're just gonna you won't feel comfortable about that.
Right. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So back to real estate 101. So if you got your house built, right?
Right.
I wanted to get a house built.
Okay.
I have to plan more than 6 months out, right? Because it's getting built versus me just finding a house that's already.
Yeah, so if you're gonna get a property built, it's gonna take at least 8 months for that build to take place.
Okay.
Yeah, only because of the process that the builder has to go through in
Mm-hmm.
regards to, first we got to draw up architect plans for you as a client.
Mm-hmm.
Once those plans are drawn up to your liking, then or if the builder already have some plans, then they have to send it through the city in order for it to get approved. Once the architect is done and the engineer is stamped it, we got to send it to the city. So that whole process takes like 3 months. So after that 3 month process, then we can start the build. And the build takes about 4 months, so 4 to 5 months, and that's if we can catch it during a good summertime.
All
Because you
right.
fall into like the rainy months or the cold months, that just kind of holds up the build process. So starting a build in January would be the ideal time because you probably actually get started in March, then you'll be done, through the summertime without any, hiccups. But you still want to start. The process is the same, a little bit longer. You still have to go through a lender. You
Right.
still have to get qualified. So for us, how we treat our clients is that we see how much you qualify first for, and then we build a house to that size. That
That
way,
makes
we're staying within the budget that you can afford. It may
Right.
not be as big as you want,
right.
especially with today's market because lumber is so high. But at least it'll be a brand new house, and it'll be a house that you kind of help design to your liking.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, James. We appreciate you coming out here today and dropping us some knowledge on real estate and everything. Tell the people out there how they can get in contact with you and all that.
If you're looking for a property right off the top, and you say, "Hey, I just want to start looking," or just start searching, go to my website. My website is www.jameswalkerrealty.com. Is there any way you can type that in and put that up?
Yes. That's what he's doing now.
I think he said
Okay.
that. Funny. I
Huh?
think he said that's too funny.
Oh, okay. No, not really. But yeah, you can go to my website. now I can stop being serious. So no, you can go to my website, www.jameswalkerrealty.com, or you can email me. My email address is james@jameswalkerrealty.com.
You didn't have this already?
I did. I can't. James, just have see. This could have been really, really. Y'all just not talking in my ear. We live, y'all. We are live. Uh, don't worry, I got it. James Walker Realty.
James@jameswalkerrealty.com. That's my email address.
That's what I got.
Okay. If you got any questions, any concerns, if you're looking for a real estate agent, I'll be more than help you out. If I can't help you out, then directly I have agents that I work with that can kind of step in. I don't do leases, but I do have agents that do leases. So
Okay.
feel free at any time, give me a call. I mean, shoot me an email, go to my website, and I'll reach back out to you.
Social media handles.
Oh wow! So the social media handles. I
That's
don't
all
know.
going to be in the
Just go
link
to
in the description below.
Yeah, so you can go to my Facebook page, James Walker. You can find me there. Oh yeah, you can find me on my Instagram. It's 817 James Walker. So
Okay. Cool.
817 James Walker.
yeah, I got in when Instagram first started, so I was ready to do it. I've been around before all these social medias was Facebook and all that was out. So all my stuff is like I didn't have to be like very creative by then. Everybody was just getting on, so I could put something simpler in and get it.
Is that why you keep coming closer to the screen? I don't know.
Well, cause I just want to make sure you can hear me. Are you trying to say because I've been around, you think I just don't know what I'm doing? They're gonna find out how me and Andre really know each other. Andre, leave me alone.
That's right. That's what I was going to tell them. People out there, we've been going at this for a long time now.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. He's been dropping.
But I appreciate you guys having me on. Good luck to you guys. hope the best for y'all and be successful and bring out other entrepreneurs in the Metroplex to spotlight them in their business.
We are going to be doing that. We're going to definitely make an announcement about that after our topic of the day, your event that's coming up. James, we really appreciate it, man.
All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, guys. Talk to y'all later.
All right. Bye.
All right, y'all. James just left us with some real estate knowledge, dropped some information on us. So definitely check it out. JamesWalkerRealty.com, or you can email him at james@jameswalkerrealty.com. You already know what
social media handles.
We're going to have all of that.
James Walker Realty on Facebook. And what do you say on Instagram? 817 James Walker.
I guess that's how you had to do it when you first got on Instagram. You had to put. I don't know. So I don't know why he said it like that. You know what? It's James. It's over. We'll be right back, y'all.
Oh, hi, you guys. We're back. What's up?
I'm crying because of you right now.
Look, so we just seen our good friend James Walker Realty on giving us some real estate knowledge. Dope brother right there. What was you about to say before I get into topic of the day?
The recording. Oh, the recording doesn't stop. I'm going to say the recording doesn't stop, but it does because it was playing that music over our voice. But those recordings didn't stop. Anyway, that's the edited version. That's the unedited version. We're getting all of our pages together, y'all. We're getting all our websites and everything together so you guys can hit us up and check us out. But yeah, once we get all that down, y'all gonna get the unedited versions of our behind the scenes and everything like that. Right now, if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, some of that you'll get some of the unedited version there. Even some of the bloopers, right, that you guys on YouTube don't get an opportunity to see, but y'all out there get a chance to see it because it's running constantly. We be forgetting.
And we do.
Okay.
So, getting into the topic of the day, kind of interesting, right?
This one is good.
This one's good. So, topic is, I don't know if I should just ask you the question or just say it as what the topic is.
No, you can ask me the question.
Okay.
Because if I answer it, you're going to answer it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I feel like I should start with you first because you know how y'all women be. And all of a sudden it's like,
what do you want to start with me first?
No, I'll go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I know. I got it.
Okay. So, Dre, TBF. Tell our TBFs, right? Without blaming your ex, why did the last relationship end? Talk to us, brother.
Okay, I just need a couple of clarifying questions.
Here we go. Okay.
Because I have
you need to clarify.
Okay. Are we talking about, so when we say ex, we're not talking about somebody like that you dated, we're talking about like a full-fledged relationship. Okay. So then that eliminates couple. All right. Now we're talking.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I've dated, right?
Yeah,
like we date. Right? Yeah. Now I haven't been in very many relationships since my divorce, so that's why I had to clarify.
Got you.
Right. Because that's how you find the next Mrs. Miller.
Okay. Can you answer the question, please?
I was about to answer the question. I'm getting to answering the question.
Remember we talked about this yesterday. Actually, yeah. We talked about how you kind of dance around the story and how we would prefer if you just got to it.
All right, I'm getting to it. Okay, so the question is, without blaming my ex, why did my last relationship end?
Yep.
So that means, so here's what's interesting about the question. That means I have to look internally and find the faults that I had in that relationship.
Preach on it then.
Right?
Speak.
So go back to kind of what we're talking about, that self-reflection, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think my last relationship, if the one that I'm going to count as a relationship, because let me stop with the I was unable to separate. I was unable to draw that line. So, like, draw a line between certain things that I was supposed to draw a line between, right? Like, it was like certain things that was asked of me, I was unable to just be clear cut about that line. I guess that kind of goes back to how y'all was really like, I dance around stuff. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think that's my personality fault or trait that I have.
Red flag.
Yes, very much a red flag, right? But without blame my ex, that was definitely something. Like there was a portion of the relationship that I was supposed to take that stand on, and I never really took that stand on that within that aspect, and that was on me. So
okay, I
feel like that was a really good answer.
That's what you feel. Okay.
Okay. What about you? Without blaming your ex, why did your last relationship end?
My last relationship did not work out. It ended because I didn't take the time I needed to take to heal from the previous relationship.
Interesting.
That's why it ended.
Okay.
That's not why it. That's a good part of why it ended.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not why, but I think that was the biggest thing because, leaving a marriage that you're in for 10 years.
That's a long time.
It's a long time. And then to turn around and jump into another one,
right?
That's like self-destruction.
So you went from one marriage to another one.
To another one without taking the time to find me, because I was with my first one since high school.
Oh, like high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
over here.
Yeah. So that in itself, it just was a difficult process. So we kind of grew up together at that time, right?
Right.
So to walk away, I didn't take the time to find Jazzy because all I knew Jazzy as was wife, was mom, was, spouse. I didn't sow my royal oats. I didn't do none of that. But at the same time, that didn't really interest me neither.
Right.
So I think that's the biggest reason why. And then I think too, they say you get what, 3 real relationships in your life.
I can put.
They say the first one is usually the lesson or something like that. As far as
I know you're talking about. Yeah,
it's your first one. It's like the puppy love. You're learning, you're growing, and stuff like that. And then you guys can just kind of grow apart. The second one is like the life lesson one. The second one is like abusive, toxic,
right?
Some BS, right? And then the third one comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
The third one is unexpected because you're just going through so much healing of that second toxic one that you want to find yourself, and you do it so much to the point that you're okay with being alone, but then that's when the somebody that you didn't even know comes up, just out of the blue.
Do you ever think? No, I'm not gonna ask that question.
What?
I was gonna say, could any of those people be the same person?
What do you mean? Any of what people?
Do you think people can change?
I absolutely think people can change if they truly want to change.
Okay.
So I feel like people who say, I'm going to change for you, like I've
for you. Oh,
yes,
right. That doesn't work.
No,
right. No. We know.
That's
I think psychology tells us that.
Yes.
Right.
You have to want to change for yourself, not for somebody else.
Right.
So that right there, I think people can change. I do. I think if they really wanted to, then they will really put the work in because they want to see something different. And I think people change every day.
Okay.
I do think that there are people who don't really want to be accountable for their feelings, for their emotions. You know, they just want to point the finger, and those people aren't healing because first you got to reflect on self. And no matter how your previous situation ended or started, you have to look at yourself as what can I do better? What can I do different? What can I contribute to different? Because it takes two. So it can't be 100% just the other person all the time. You know, so you got to really sit there and reflect on you and who you are as a person. What do we say? Your absolute wants and I forgot how you put it.
Oh, your dues. Your I can't remember the terminology. But right.
You know, you gotta know who you are as a person.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So yeah, so that's my opinion on it. I feel like if I was fully healed, I would have never gotten into the relationship to begin with.
So like how long was, because that goes into next, like how long was it before you jumped into the next relationship? Like the first one ended and then you jumped into the next one. Like what was that length of time? Because you said you didn't take the time to heal. So what was the length of time?
So I left, my first, that was in 2012. And then I got with my next in 2014, so 2 years.
2 years.
2 years. But I was sowing my royal oats during that.
Oh, let's say, we had pardon my French, but we had the whole phase.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I went through the whole phase after divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did. And so even my second one, he was not, we weren't like, we were dating, but it wasn't serious or nothing. So it just went so fast though, like whoa. So we just dated for like some months before I moved to Texas and he moved too.
Oh.
And that was like, that's a whole different story in itself. So I'm not going to talk about all that. I'm just going to say that went fast.
Okay.
Right?
So pretty much between 1 and 2 was quick.
It was quick. It was definitely quick. And I knew it was questionable for myself at the time. So I feel like if I was fully healed, I wouldn't even questioned anything. I would have just known this is not what I want.
So I think for me, I think I will say this, right? I don't think so when my last relationship ended, I mean I'm still not currently in a relationship with anyone, but I would say that I've given a good amount of time. Mm-hmm. Now I say before my last relationship ended, I think I was a little more amped to be, when I say the word amped, that sounds so eager. Mm-hmm. But like I didn't allow for a length of time to pass, right? Mm-hmm. It was just like before I know. But I think it was also one of those things where I wasn't having that conversation with like, if this is I think it just kind of fell into something, right? Like you seeing somebody for a couple of days and all of a sudden, boom, now it's like y'all are in a relationship, but you never really had those conversations about that you're now in an actual relationship. But my last relationship, that's what I did. And that's why I would say even to now, I'm still waiting. Mm, yeah. Okay. I trying to go in that bag at chips.
I am.
Without it being so loud.
I was, and you keep putting me on blast all the time.
Because we be on here. Like everybody got to know what we, right? They know we.
I'm gonna say another thing that I would feel like I could do better or could have done better that I had to work on is the understanding that, and it took a long time for me to get here. The understanding that people are not going to respond the way you would respond.
That part.
People are their own people.
Yes.
And you cannot get mad at them for responding the way that they want or feel they need to respond because it's not your way.
Right.
For me, it used to be like, well, it's common sense, and it's basic. It's common sense.
That terminology
everybody
right there.
Don't have common sense. Common sense is different to some people.
That terminology.
So that there in itself, is like, I would say is a big part of,
You just took a mean pause.
I was thinking.
This is comedy today. Like, y'all don't understand. For all y'all that can see us out there, go back and rewind and watch that pause.
No, don't do that.
Why
not?
Would
you tell them that?
Because that was a really funny pause. For y'all on Anchor and Spotify, y'all can see the pause. So
I'm gonna tell you what my struggle is right now.
What?
I have to use the bathroom so bad. So I'm just like, let me pause and think about this so I don't.
The beauty of technology, because now everyone out there knows. See, I see this. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the temporary best friends. This is the raw, uncut version, right? Like, this is what you get.
So anyway,
right? Because
it didn't take me long to get into that next relationship. But that next relationship was the toxic one.
So that was the rebound.
Oh.
Right.
I guess.
Right. Because isn't that kind of how it flows, right? Like
But I love them.
You end one, and then if you look to get another, that's usually when it's a short duration of time. That's what's considered the rebound, I guess? The short duration of time.
I don't know if it's the short duration of time. I think a rebound is somebody to help you get over the person you just left, or you're no longer with, or the one that you cannot seem to get over.
So then what happens to the rebound? Is that good for the rebound or not?
No, because if the other person they really wanted came back, then that rebound is shit out of luck. So I do not want to be a rebound. No.
That's very true. I don't think anybody wants to be a rebound.
No.
Right.
I don't want, if you, no. I'm not going to do that.
I mean, nobody expect that. Well, I would hope that the guys that you're looking to date don't expect that. Should I say that to this screen right here?
I'm not looking to date nobody on Instagram.
But we're gonna go like national
or Facebook.
But what I'm saying, we're gonna go national. It's like also people that you can't even see or hear. What if that guy's out there? You might be watching on YouTube. Doesn't have to be Instagram or Facebook.
What does it matter?
Doesn't. Just saying.
I'm not available.
That clears it up. That clears that up.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. And that is what we're talking about.
Yeah. So you said if you jump into a relationship,
you were chomping.
These chips is good. If you jump into a relationship right after one relationship, that's almost like that person being the rebound. Is that them also being desperate to want to be in a relationship? Because I know some people who are desperate to be in a relationship, or is it really you just trying to get over this other person? Because I really don't. What is that saying? The quickest way to get over
somebody is to get under somebody else.
Yes, I don't agree.
You don't agree with that saying?
I mean, you could probably get over the person, but you're not gonna get over the effects.
Well, I don't think they're thinking that deep into it when they made that quote or said that.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah, you're thinking that deep, but I don't think they were. I think they were definitely thinking very superficial, very very superficial. But you're right. So does that make you desperate? As the rebound person, I I don't know. I think it goes back to kind of what we were saying. Do you not see the red flags, right? Because if you see the red flags, but then you still want to continue with it, I can think that then makes you desperate. Mm-hmm. You can genuinely not see the red flags and just be into this person, right? Mm-hmm. So it's not necessarily just like you want to be in this relationship to have these relationship goals, whatever, mm-hmm. right? Like you're just generally into this person. If you see the red flags and you still continue, I think that is a little more desperate for the relationship. But then that goes back to what we were saying before. Can mm-hmm. people change?
I think people can change.
Right.
But if they're changing for the right reasons.
Right. Okay. So it has to be the right reason that they're changing for.
I guess it depends on what they feel the right reason is, but I just think you gotta do it for self.
So do you give that person a second chance? Like let's say right now, you said you think people can change. People can change. That's what you said. So if someone has shown you legitimate change, would you give that person a second chance? Let's say your ex-husband showed absolute legitimate change from what you previously knew. Change in a better to change in a way that you like. Would you give him a second chance?
I would not. I don't go backwards.
Okay, so you think people can change, but you just are not willing to give them an opportunity.
No.
Show that change.
Yeah, they can show it to whoever they want, but they're not showing it to me. Or I can see it, and I'm going to be proud for you and happy for you.
Right.
Because that's what I wanted all along. But I should not have to go through the toxic turmoil and hurt that took forever to heal. But now you want to change?
So you want a ready-made.
Huh?
Okay, so you don't want to have to go through that, but you're the one that went through it already with them. You don't want to have to, because that person changed. That's so you're not going to go back through that again.
I know I'm not going to go back through that because I'm not going to be with that person again.
So you can think there's change, but you just won't give a second chance.
I'm not giving you a second chance.
Okay.
No, you had one chance. You messed it up. You grow from that. You learn from that. That's great. That's the point. Okay. That doesn't mean I have to get back with you. So
I think people can change as well. And I think you can give a second chance once people change.
Well, yeah, you can. I don't have to do shit.
We're not saying that you have to.
Yeah, I'm not.
But I think you can.
Would you? If your ex-wife came to you and said, I have completely changed. I am not this person no more. There's something I want to say. I'm not going to say. And she tells you she changed. Do you give her a second chance?
Yes.
Okay.
Thought I was going to go with that beat around the bush thing and do all the...
I did. Thought you was going to run a couple laps before you came to the answer.
No. The answer is yes. And it's because it's like I said, I do generally believe that people can change and then you can give them an opportunity, a second chance, right? I think it's probably the same because if we go back to our original question, can I explain why my relationship ended without blaming my ex? And right, based on my previous answer, that I knew was something that I had to do with them drawing lines and things like that. I've changed. So if we were to ask her, I would hope she would say yeah, right? But anyway, there we go. That's that. I'm not saying that's where it's going.
No comment on that.
Whatever. You are. I want to use that. I want to say, but you were. Do you realize that you had opened and did like this with the bag? I hope all of y'all out there saw that. Because I'm looking like, how'd you get all them chips in your hand? It's not like you dug in the bag. You had to turn it up. Y'all, I hope y'all just saw that. The real Jazzy right there, 100%. I'm just saying, like, you see, this is what you get.
What you see is what you get. Mm-hmm. What you see is what you get. You know what? I'm really proud of you, though, Dre.
Why is that?
Because first, you just didn't tippy-toe around the answer just now. Last night, you was actually honest about some shit. And I see growth in the last 2 days with you. So, I'm proud. Proud big sister right here. Okay.
I appreciate it, big sis.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. You know, I'm gonna always look out for mine. Right? But I think that's good that you're willing to give second chances.
Right.
I think the reason why I don't give second chances is because I have.
Oh. Now that makes a difference because that's not a second chance.
It's no longer a second chance. So for me, if I leave a situation, it's because I've given you chances already.
Oh, so you've given them multiple chances during.
I'm giving you chances during. And you know how I talk. So I'm going to tell you, this is the problem. And this has to change going forward. And we have to work on that. And it has to be consistent change. Now, if I'm doing something, let me know.
All right.
So I know what I can change and what I can adjust. So we can do this together. But they think that's BS.
What part? The part of we'll do it together? Like, tell me. Because, you know, when women say, like, tell me what I do wrong. And we tell y'all, sometimes y'all take it a little harder than. No. I mean, y'all are asking for the information, but are y'all using it? Do y'all think, you know, like.
No, I want you to tell me.
All right.
I don't have a problem with you telling me. I mean, sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow, you know, but that's okay. It's about growth.
Right.
And if you want to be in a relationship, you got to go through some of that stuff, some difficult conversations and stuff like that. And it's not an attack. You can't get defensive off of it. You got to realize that person is your partner. They're not against you. They're for you.
Right.
And so whatever is coming out of it, it needs to be a legitimate heart-to-heart, open conversation. So you guys both leave with good understanding, no matter what that understanding is. Right. So I feel like if I'm giving you those chances, right, in the middle of the relation, throughout, to the point where I'm letting you know I'm about to be out because I'm tired of this. I'm not about to continue to go through this. But you still, you change for 2 weeks and then you go right back to the same stuff. It's like my patience and tolerance level for certain things, I feel like has been pushed to its limit.
Understandable.
So if it gets to the point where I want to leave and in the fashion that this last one left,
right,
absolutely do not get another opportunity.
No more chances. Understandable.
So
okay. I feel you. I respect that. I respect that. That's, I mean, yeah. That's kind of how that should work anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So this episode, I'm not gonna lie to you, was a struggle.
It was a struggle.
It was a struggle,
and it's your fault.
How's it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sounds it was that way.
It always usually is. It's easier to just say it like that.
It's easier to blame, right?
Whatever. Hey, y'all. Again, we really appreciate y'all joining us today. Hey, make sure you go down to the bottom and hit the subscribe button, right? Where we talk about a lot of other interesting facts and things like that. Hit the subscribe so you can get quick information. You know when our next video will be dropping. Y'all out there on Anchor and Spotify, make sure y'all do the same thing. Go and hit that subscribe button and do it now.
Wait, before you go out, okay? Because you're quick to kick that button like I don't got nothing to say.
No, I was gonna go to the. Go ahead. Because she know. I already know what she wants.
Don't forget to check out James Walter Realty. But this is what I wanted to add to that.
What you was gonna say?
Anybody that is looking to buy, I think any TBF watchers, he's willing to pay for the inspection fee. I believe that.
Yes.
So if you guys are interested and you're looking for somebody, make sure you reach out to James Walker. He will offer to pay that property inspection fee for you if you go through him. So if you're listening to us, mention TBF. And he'll hook you right on up. That's what I was talking about. Now we can go into the announcement.
All right, guys, check this out. I've been sitting here contemplating. As you can see, my little notes that I'm gonna go down on the little napkin. what I want to do is hold a mixer. This mixer is going to consist of bringing people together. Over the last 6 months to probably a year, I've came in contact with CPAs, bookkeepers, financial advisors, hard money lenders, city officials. All these people have been exceptionally well to be able to help me to take my business to the next level. So what I want to do is bring all these people together, including you, especially if you are a business owner, and we all meet up in one room and be able to pass cards to each other to really put things together, help us to elevate our business to the next level. So stay tuned. I'm going to put out some information. This information is really going to give you the location and time of the mixer. And what I was thinking about is calling the mixer Commerce Connect. Commerce Connect hashtag is going to be a part of the hub, and the hub is going to be humans understanding business. So I'm hoping you guys come out, especially if you are a business owner, if you're looking to get into business. This will be a great place for you to come and meet other people to help you elevate your business. But again, I appreciate you tuning in right now. Look out for more videos, marketing materials in regards to flyers to let you know where we'll be holding this event and what time. Thanks. Stay tuned.
Hey, and we back. Yes, be sure to go check out. Be sure to go check out James Walker Realty. Okay, he is putting on that awesome networking event. That was a nice video he just put together. Networking event. If you're a professional, if you're a business owner in the DFW area, make sure you go check it out. April 15th, he is hosting an amazing networking event called the
Commerce Connect.
Commerce Connect. Awesome event. And not to mention TBF will be in the house.
That's right.
Just chatting it up with those that attend, just to see what it is y'all do. You know, maybe get some business cards so we can put them on the show, so we can give them something for y'all later on. So again, if you're a professional, if you're a business owner, make sure you go check this event out. April 15th. That's good old Friday. So nothing but good vibes that day. Right. And it's gonna be some wine and stuff there. You know what I'm going for, really. I'm going for the snacks. Okay. I'm gonna have some snacks there. I wonder if it's gonna be cheese and salami and stuff.
Hey y'all, we love y'all out there. Make sure y'all hitting us up on our Instagram, on our Facebook, on hit us up on Anchor and Spotify as well. You guys can shoot us questions and make sure y'all email us at what's the email?
temporarybestfriends@gmail.com.
That's right. There you go. I knew what it was. I was just doing that. So it was
testing me.
It was a throw to you, right?
The lie.
As usual, we are your temporary best friends, and
we out.